I'm Cynthia, and I'm talking about reconnecting with your twin flame after maybe weeks, months, years, or decades of no contact. Is this a sign that you are going to have a physical union with your twin? In some cases, it is. In other cases, it isn't, because every twin flame connection is different due to the levels of consciousness that the twins are at. And normally, in these cases where there is avoidance and no contact, one twin is more highly evolved than the other. Now, this isn't to say that there is no hope. It's just that one twin may be in a situation, a lifestyle that they have become accustomed to, and therefore they are comfortable in, even though it can be very negative or very abusive. So it's important to look at every angle of twin flame connections. And if you have experienced your twin, or you have decided to reconnect with your twin out of the clear blue sky, you have to look closely at the reasons that you are choosing to contact somebody who has avoided you and completely shut you out. Or you have to realistically look at the reasons your twin is contacting you and what they are seeking in this reconnection. I'm going to start with the fact that self-respect isn't selfish. This is something that many individuals who are studying Eastern philosophies or New Age teachings get confused with higher spirituality. Because in reality, cosmic law, divine creation, the entire roadmap as to how we were to live our lives on earth is a reflection of the divine in the higher etheric realms. So this means that twin flames are to live a spiritual, godly life. And this is twin flame connections that are indeed at the highest level. So if twin flames are not ready to do this, when they make a reconnection and possibly even come into a union, it isn't going to last. And this is something that is very difficult to understand. So I'm going to ask you this question. If you are the twin that is in agony and longing, And you want so desperately to put a physical union together with your twin. And they have been completely avoidant. You have been ghosted, you have been blocked, and other times when they felt like dropping you a crumb or two, you got a treasured 1 or 2 line text or email. You need to seriously look at the level of consciousness your twin is at and what is taking a priority in their life. Because if they truly valued their connection with you, they would value the fact that life is very short on this earth plane. And what we do in that span of time, how we treat others, how we live our lives is of the utmost importance, because it truly is a reflection of our divinity. So, ladies, if a man really desires to put a relationship together with you, he is going to want a package deal. And that is the bottom line. And you are not out of line to want a life where you are cherished and respected. And that man, your twin flame, or a counterpart who is divinely chosen for you, if you can't be with your twin flame, is going to value the time and the energy that they put into the relationship, because you are someone they don't want to lose. So they are going to want to make the most of their time on this planet with you. Ask yourself what you've truly been dealing with. Have you been dealing with someone with narcissistic characteristics, selfishness, womanizing, materialism? Whatever the negative aspects are, you need to seriously ask yourself why you want to contact your twin who has not evolved from these levels of consciousness, or a specific one. Because if you are desperate to go into someone with those characteristics, you are staying in a very low vibrating, dense energy. And to even harbor that thought that it's okay because you're highly evolved and you can somehow change them is really erroneous thinking. And this is due to free will, freedom of choice, freedom of choosing how we want to live our lives, our precious, short time spans on this earth. And I have seen many highly evolved women push and end up getting this and losing not only their precious time and feminine energy, because they're not getting an even exchange of energy, but they end up backsliding on a spiritual level. Now, if your twin contacts you on some level, they are seeing something in this connection with you. There is a spark there that has ignited that twin flame energy, and they are wanting to connect for valid reasons. But does that mean that there is going to be a union? If the twin is not ready to commit on a solid level to the connection, it is because they do not value it. And that is the bottom line. Because we make an effort to hold on to what we value. And if your twin is not sure about monogamy, if they are looking at other women, if they are one up, always looking for a better possibility, somebody with more perfected looks, or a high-level career, a family with more status, more money, whatever the case is, they are simply not ready. And you have to ask yourself this question: how long do you want to wait for your twin to come around? Because that can be a very long time. I have actually seen women who have loved someone dearly since high school or college wait for decades for someone to become widowed or divorced. And indeed, they were twin flames. And they would reconnect, and shortly after, that twin would choose another partner and make a full marital commitment. And it usually correlated with religious beliefs, money, because that partner had something to offer on that level, or a younger woman was involved that they doted all over and had the sugar daddy syndrome, and many other reasons as well. This is only a few. So you have to really ask yourself why you are willing to take a back seat. It's brutal. It's harsh reality, but this is the earth plane, and we come here to evolve. And as heartbreaking as it is, this is the way that many of us have to evolve in order to spiritually take a higher path. If your twin contacts you with an open heart and they apologize for the weeks, months, years, or decades of no contact and neglect in the connection, watch the behavior, because apologies are empty unless they come from the heart. And if union on a physical level is going to take place after a long period of avoidance, rudeness, and I'm going to call it what it is, mental and emotional abuse, actions always speak louder than words. And all of this must be cleaned out. And yes, respect is earned. And that doesn't mean that your twin has to grovel by any means. But their actions, how they treat you, how present they are, how into you they are, how they prove that they really want to be you, with you, is going to make or break that possibility of a physical twin flame union. Be honest with yourself. There is no excuse for abuse, emotional neglect, and avoidance on any level. It is what it is. And on that note, I wish you a glorious journey with much love and many blessings. And ultimately, the blessing that you will gain from God when you open to your own dignity and self-respect as a divine creation. Much love.